the Kardashians are being called out for faking storylines in their new show, which is like
whatever.
Yeah, like you would think that we all know that. Like we know that reality TV is fake.
Right. How if they actually got into all those fights, like they wouldn't be able to function for this long.
Exactly. However, the reason why this in particular is getting called out is because it has to do with Astroworld.
Okay.
Which is a sensitive topic.
Right.
So
understandably so. I would think
yes, of course. But basically in last week's episode, they claimed that Kendall was in Miami with Hailey Bieber in November, and that's why. So Kris Jenner, her birthday's in November. She bought a new house. She had this huge dinner, like a family dinner. It was actually the first time that Scott Disick was like in the same room as Courtney and Trav since they got engaged. But she threw this whole big birthday party and Kendall wasn't there. So they made it seem like she missed Kris's birthday dinner because she was in Miami with Hailey Bieber. Like they literally shot to them in Miami. They were like at like the Dave Grutman's house getting like IVs, like
after you drink.
Yeah. So they shot that and like they like had Kendall on the screen like calling her mom being like, oh, like how is the party? Like I'm so sad that I missed it. Like blah blah blah. So Kris Jenner's birthday, November 5th.
Right.
You know what else happened on November 5th? Astroworld.
Right.
And we already know that Kendall and Kylie were at Astroworld. Like they were spotted there.
So they were trying to make it sound like she missed Kris Jenner's her mom's birthday party because she was in Miami with Hailey Bieber, when in reality it's because she was at Astroworld, but they didn't want to bring up Astroworld, so they were like trying to like not bring it up.
Yes. And so I guess the show was actually delayed 2 months. Like it was supposed to come out and premiere 2 months sooner than it did, but they had to, this is all alleged too, they had to edit out all the Astroworld footage, which makes sense because a lot of people are like pissed that they did that, but I feel like you also have to take into account that there's probably lawsuits going on around Astroworld, and legally they probably wouldn't be able to talk about Astroworld
because they probably were gonna put Astroworld like scenes in the show, and obviously you can't do that.
Exactly.
Okay,
if they were currently in the middle of a lawsuit, like you can't like talk about what the lawsuit is,
right?
So they legally probably had to edit it out, you would think.
I do agree that anything Astroworld, like showing scenes or like clippets in the show from Astroworld would have been very messed up considering like what happened. I think that'd be extremely disrespectful, and also like the lawsuit side to it as well. But mostly because I think it's disrespectful to even like show that like particular concert. However, I do think that them going as far as to like lie, but like, they could have just
take it out.
They could have just like not like shown Kendall and not explained it.
Right.
Like, you know what I mean?
But
or
they
like
clearly wanted to make it seem like Kendall wasn't at Astroworld.
Yeah, they wanted to just be like, oh my God, it's because she was in Miami with Hate. Like, no, like that's just like so messed up. They're just so manipulative because they don't want anything. Like they're counting on people forgetting about what happened, and they are like, oh, we don't want it to be tied to us. Like, how do we do that? But it's like people. The thing that needs to be realized by celebrities is that people will find out anything. They don't realize how much time that people on the internet have, and they will sleuth and do whatever they need to do until they find the answers. Like, you can't get away with shit. Like, you might as well just not even try, because people will find out like what you're trying to hide.